Chief Minister Okrum Iwobi asserts that self-interest leads to disharmony among the ethnic people living in the state. New councillors of Imphal Municipality Corporation sworn in. DC Imphal West assures ward members that they will be sworn in shortly. Amuko observes 15th protest day against Bangkok Declaration, which extended ceasefire between Government of India and NSA and IM without territorial limits. And Irom Chanu Sharmila appeals for mass support for her fight against Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Hello and welcome. You're watching Impact Primetime News. I'm Buchi Malambam with the top stories. Chief Minister Okrum Iwobi today asserted that the self-interest has led to misunderstanding and disharmony among the various ethnic groups living in the state. Speaking at the distribution of the Tribal Peace and Harmony Awards at Tribal Research Institute at Chungmerong, the Chief Minister remarked that everyone is born in this world without caring anything and will go back without caring anything. Okrum Iwobi expressed concern over the fight for land and asked what good it brings for the people. The event was organized by Tribal Peace and Harmony Award Committee.
Family manunda ko isinaw gi manunda su ai isagi then ai community ai khungi ai area gi sumaina laknaba sina ultimately yamna puksen pikpa hai gadra kare hai ni narrow minded ai ngak khanar pasina koi marakta society gi marak sida masi misunderstanding he laknaba hayang sido matam da jo ko na karim ko ya da ko matam da jo karim ko tab se Masih kita muda tak sampai kena apa, China apa, hana apa, suna apa, tahu nak dori masih artisan karino.
Deputy Chief Minister Gaikam emphasized that peace will return to the state when every ethnic group starts thinking for the welfare of other ethnic groups living in the state. Gaikam said one must consider the effects of one's action that will have on other communities before he decides his action. He also stressed the need to promote love and understanding among the people. President of All Manipur Christian Organization, Reverend S. Prem Vaifai and Banti Bonliu Gonmai alias Banti were presented with citation and a cash award of Rs 50,000 each for the year 2014-2015.
Atopa ay kangnariba imana sing community sing effect of the tabra high se ay mun tabra and tajay di singina tamgina ba concern ni aduga tamina singi kita concern ni mado makna ay marta criss cross tawba sina mado bind to ay shanti yado peace and harmony as we stated Dr.
The newly elected 27 councillors of Imphal Municipal Corporation were sworn in today at IMC Conference Hall. DC Imphal West District and Jeffrey administered the oath of office and secrecy to the councillors. The swearing in was delayed by half an hour after some elected candidates raised the question whether the elected persons are to be sworn in as corporator or councillors. Before the function began, the successful BJP candidates requested that the elected persons be sworn in as corporators as Imphal Municipal Council has become a corporation and the post of chairperson has been named mayor. DC Imphal West and Jeffrey and IMC Executive Officer Uttam said the demand of the BJP candidates will be considered after the formation of the corporation. Though they did not attend the swearing-in ceremony, Congress MLAs were at the IMC complex till the councillors took the oath. They left along with the councillors. Newly elected ward members also demanded that they should also be sworn in and threatened to boycott the ceremony. However, they attended the event after the Imphal West DC and IMC Executive Officer assured them that they will be sworn in shortly. Secretary of Elected Member Forum H. Shantos said if the authority does not keep its word, they will launch protest. An independent candidate who has won the ward number 12 in the Imphal Municipal Corporation election has joined the Congress. Potsangam Premila Devi today joined the INC. The Congress party welcomed her at a function held at Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee office at BT Road. MPCC President, MLAs and party members participated in the function. The Congress now has 16 councillors in the 27-member IMC.
Municipal Corporation Gimating Yampi Gani Haina Lose Adagoloinana Ehui Congress Party Gi Organization Hena Kankat Hangani Haiba Achet Patazaba Lere Premila Gapule Raga Ehui number Ngasi out of 27 16 Sure Aduga Kanagumba Ekhoi Congress Party ki ideology thajabiba makhatana leirabasu ekhoi taram okchagani.
All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko today observed the 15th protest day against Bangkok Declaration, which extended ceasefire between Government of India and NSC and IM without territorial limits. Amuko President Dr. Waimani Kuman reiterated the stand of the Amuko to fight relentlessly against any move to create disharmony among the various ethnic groups living in the state and threat to the territorial integrity of Manipur. Protesters representing different organizations took part in the protest held at Kwakethel Bazaar to protest the Bangkok Declaration signed on June 14, 2001. The declaration extended the ceasefire between the Government of India and NSC and IM to without territorial limits. Dr. Waimani Kuman accused the India government of trying to create misunderstanding between the people of Manipur and other northeastern states. He said the term without territorial limit in the Bangkok Declaration angered the people of Manipur. He said the agreement challenged the territorial integrity of the state. The sacrifice of the 18 people who laid down their lives for the protection of the territorial integrity of Manipur will always be remembered in the history of Manipur.
Hojik pabda koi Manipur to late back kalupur putting maki Leo Shinga Amukoga Nalebi ba stand Haitare. Territorial boundary da Manipur integrity da Shokadaba Taurang Amata Amukon Yabangamoy peace talkie agreement ki against the India government ki Shulgi Mayokta Nasi Pabda koi Amukona letter lady and the protest is Levak Tugaibaki Yasinaba Podamanga say India government ki peace talkie Waru Shinama, Poroti Poverty, Amukora, Satariba, Sanjiliba, Kongang, Seleptra, the Mokataki.
Prominent social activist Thaunozum Iboyaima urged the people to unitedly stand against any divisive forces and protect the territorial integrity of the state. Two persons were arrested with 508 fentanyl bottles by a team of Bishnupur Police and City Police led by Additional SP Operations Victoria Yankom. The two arrested men are identified as Mohammad Amir Khan, age 43, son of Mohammad Abdul Garib of Lilong Chaubok Lamkai, and Mohammad Wahidur Rahman, son, age 20, son of Mohammad Amu of Waithau Sangom Sang. The two men were carrying the fentanyl bottles concealed in the body of a blue color van with registration number MN04A8763 driven by Mohammad Wahidur Rahman. The two men were chased by the police from the western side of Kangla and were finally apprehended at Thobal parking at Nitepa Chuthek. One of the arrested men, Amir Khan, was wearing a wig when the police arrested him. World Blood Donors Day 2016 was also observed in Manipur. The day was observed at a function held at Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, on the theme Blood Connects Us All at Immunohematology and Blood Transfusion IHBT Department. The function was organized by RIMS and RIMS Blood Donors Community, where several people, including students of RIMS, donated blood. IHBT Head of Department Dr. A. Barindra Sharma said there is a demand for blood as there is increase in population in Manipur. He also expressed concern over the low rate of blood donation in the state and said it affects the patients who need blood. World Blood Donors Day 2016 was also observed at Shizu Hospital Auditorium. The day was jointly organized by Lifesavers Manipur and Shizu Blood Bank and Transfusion Service Langol. Blood donors were felicitated at the function. Around 50 people donated blood on the day. State Blood Transfusion Council Director Dr. R.K. Rosie said there is requirement of about 27,000 blood units in the state annually. Speaking at the function, Shizu Healthcare and Research Institute Langol Managing Director Dr. K.H. Palin said the requirement of blood units will rise with the rise in population. Dr. Palin appealed to all to donate blood.
Urbanization is the Hongtang, Yamna machinery, construction, showwizan, Adu, Hengalapu, blood key the Kali, medical science, housing transplantation, heart operation, heart was in cancer surgery, cancer operation blood other modern science in medical science
Human rights activist Irom Chanu Sharmila once again urged people for their mass support for her 15-year fight against the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. She was produced at the court of the Chief Judicial Magistrate Imphal West at Uripok Cherab Court today. After coming out of the court, Sharmila told newspersons that she told the court she was not attempting to commit suicide by fasting. She told the judge that she was fighting against the AFSPA and demanding repeal of the act. Sharmila was directed to appear in the court on the 28th of this month. It is worth mentioning that on May 11, Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Haribhai Parathibhai Chaudhary had informed Rajya Sabha that the centre has no plans to revoke AFSPA from Jammu and Kashmir and northeastern states. The minister was responding to a question by PDP MP Nazir Ahmad Lawe.
ATM to commit suicide Delhi court charge to acquit Manipur Tongan Mawayan Amalibara, Sini and Hangjaning, Getang Hangmale, Tamtiba and Chilokona, Sangsaliba Kongjangji, Miam Apun Bagi, Kano Yauri Bani, Chaluk Yauri Bani.
People today held protest in several places along the Ayangpali Road in Imphal East in support of the demand of JCILPS. The protesters displayed placards that read "Implement ILPS in the state. We protest declaration of Ratan wanted. Long live Manipur" in the demonstrations at Porompat Thawan Thabalikai Community Hall. Nomoibung Ayangpali, Nongpok Panthoibi Chaukat Lup, Kongba Chanam Laikai, Nongpok Panthoibi Lup, Kongba Mutum Laikai, Ayang Laima Women's Welfare Association, Wangkai Ningtem Pukri Mamang, Ayangpali Road, Nupi Lup, Apunba Lup, Wangkai Ayangpali Laima Kaitel, Porompat Chutek, Porompat Subam Laikai, Langdai Apunba Nupi Lup, Kurai Ayangpali, and Youth Social Club Kam Information Center, Kurai Ayangpali. They also placed logs and poles on the road to prevent vehicular movement. Women protesters of Kurai Salantong, Larikim Laikai blocked Salantong and staged sit-in. They also chanted slogans. Counter-economic blockade begins on the Imphal-Ukhrul National Highway 150. People of Lamlai and Chalo imposed the blockade last night at 10 on the National Highway and checked the passengers and pulled down goods including food items which were supposed to be taken into the hill districts. Speaking to media persons, counter-blockade supporters said there will be no change in their decision unless the JC against the anti-tribal bills Churachandpur called off their economic blockade. The 10-day economic blockade was imposed from midnight of June 9 and will continue till the midnight of June 19.
Sanction Jariba Kungjangase, Counter Blockade ni Tampakta Koi Kam Tenaware, Akona Tangjaliba Kuntang, Zalo, Masonam like a Punda, Sansaminaba Kungjangni, Aduna Koi Tampakta, Waba Honagaware, Aduna, Zingida, Tobiriba economic blockade as a Handopiu, Aduga Koi Counter Blockade as a Handoxage, Akoi Hingaba Punda Himinazi, Sierra Punda Siminazi, Haiba Pamse Tamjari. Jingtam is now Amatani, Haibexiwa Colonji, Amataloinana, Akoi Himinazi.
Youth Development Committee YDC Yaripok Khuirom yesterday launched counter-economic blockade. On the first day of the counter-economic blockade, members of the committee prevented private as well as passenger vehicles going from Yaripok Bazaar to other hill districts from carrying goods in the vehicles. However, they allowed medicines and movement of private and passengers vehicles without goods. Nongpok Lengak Apunba Nupilup in a press release strongly condemned declaration of JCLPS ex-convener Khomrang Ratan wanted and demanded to immediately withdraw it. JC against the unnatural death of Oinam Rex today stormed Singzamai police station at Kawa demanding the truth about his death. Oinam Rex alias Tomba of Ningom Thongzau Awang Lekai, a student of Temple of Learning School Kanchipur, was found hanging in his hostel room yesterday. The JC alleged that his death was suspicious and demanded a probe into the death. Later, the police and JC members held a meeting and police assured them of a probe into the student's death. Speaking to media persons, JC convener K.H. Iboyaima said Temple of Learning has been closed until the truth about the death is found and appealed for punishment for the culprits. The JC and locals of Ningom Thongzau Awang Lekai also stormed Temple of Learning. Later, they held a meeting with the principal and representatives of school bodies.
Reski misi se ko yamna doubt le masigi investigation se achum se langjin puthuk piyo mase puthuk tring de ko achiba masaji logi roi adu ko post mortem to giro masigi achum ba langjin se puthuk trim khai ko tol ko keno se school se khudak le ko thingjil le masida bakata ba makhoina school se hangna khotna tawragadi maduda tungda thorak pa madugi apapata ki daitu do school ki authority masan lokjaga dabni sin ultimatums. Police na hire sina nokoi ki investigation do ayog report to kitang initial stage oiri asinoni ne banung pirage sinimo ko thamai.
A sit-in was staged at Singzamai Chingamaka Model Club Community Hall organized by Model Club and Chingamaka Apunba Maira by Bilam Jinglop. The locals were protesting the attempt to kidnap a class 6 student from Singzamai Khedrileka yesterday afternoon by 4 unknown miscreants. The protesters displayed various placards at the sit-in protesting the incident.
Sumaina tawbase hayeng matung da su ai icha natana atopa kogi lamdam sida leiriba like tamiba chatra angang nubi singsida moi brain sida kogi aki tujing poga wakhanje dum tension ama leira doini na icha da nataba atai da su thokdana ba sarkar gi side ta gi su club maira pa bi lam gi mayam gi side ta gi su sumba phataba geng kangbu se khoi pharaga moije para ma tambi ba pamjai mama mo oin.
Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon. Keep watching Impact News.
Please come and join. Golden opportunity for BTech aspirants, students and parents. Discussion and counseling on engineering courses and its prospects. First time in Manipur on 19 June 2016 at Classic Hotel Imphal at 10:30 am sharp. Experts from engineering colleges, engineering profession and social scientists will attend the program. Discussion and how to choose career stream college. Organized by EduValley Manipur and sponsored by Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering and Technology, Chittoor, Andhra Pradesh and RR Institutions, Bangalore. For registration and details, please contact EduValley Manipur Babupara. Contact number 87948
Admission open. 6 months foundation plus C8 course 11 Science and Humanities. Intact capacity 25 students per class. Class commences on Monday 20th June 2016. For details, contact Gurukul, Kaisamthong Hodam Direct Manning, Airport Road, Imphal, in between 6 am to 9 am and 3:30 pm to 7:30 pm.
ITC ki oja singna foundation amadi revision course singda subject singbu macha khaina takpiba amadi mock test amadi test series kyana ai na ngasi pangliba sida yama chawna mating pa.
My success is the consequences of the hard work, patience and sacrifice given by the qualified teachers of ITC and the mock test series.
Welcome back. BJP Manipur Pradesh senior member and former Wangkhem MLA Dr. Nimaichand Luwang has invited the Andhra MLA T.A. Shyamkumar to an open debate on National Food Security Act on a television live program in the next 3 days. He was reacting to the open challenge made by Andhra Assembly Constituency MLA T.A. Shyamkumar on the Food Security Act. Nimaichand said the debate should be held in presence of CAF and PD Minister, Commissioner, Director, FCS, Imphal SDC and DSO. Nimaichand Luwang said distribution of cards and rice is not the duty of an MLA. He asked the government to stop MLAs from distributing cards and food grains. He also demanded the government to probe the case by Vigilance Department.
Prajagi singdi maru ama mangbi yaroi prajada sing phangan batabani yon thoki ba sing loin bu kholak batabani loin amu yen batabani ngdo khoi demand ne debate tawna sahib do MLA duna debate tawna si hari mina madubu ai ki na siang hibu ni ngune ki jade tawna si tawda di numit humni gi manungda chilo aduga tawna si ngana si live telecast tawji Manipur praja loin usanu Andhro Kendra su usanu aduga achum maran khangnasi.
Development Organization Andhro Kendra General Secretary Konthokjam Abungcha stated that it is very unfortunate that ex-MLA Dr. Nimai Chand Luang has falsely accused the Andhro MLA of misappropriating the food grains under the Food Security Act, while PDS items under Food Security Act are being distributed in the constituency. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club, Konthokjam Abungcha said Nimai Chand Luang is not from the constituency and he must not to polarize the people in the constituency. He also warned to boycott the ex-MLA.
Khwaidigi mapung phana phangiba khwaidigi phajana piriba tha khudigi soideraba piriba asigi ju mathakta ekhoi de leiriba furup sing asigi komai herau thokpa matam da su free da sing yeliba praja masen amaga khanana ba siliba se tasengna masi yamna laibak thibani nakpam Nimai Chand hariba nipa ase Andhro Kendra da leiriba praja singna ma matung da asugmaina yamna machin thiba pot thabak Torokpa targeti total ma boycott tawgani ma any mafam khuding makta changal loi maira paibi club ki organization khuding mangdasu ma hayeng dagi lakai khuding gi ma changba yadana bagi dharna phawba soidana maki tawnarne.
On the other hand, development organization Andhro Kendra appealed not to call for bans or strike in view of the Pineapple Fair Cum Youth Festival to be held from July 6 to 10. Abungcha further said the fair is organized with an aim to help the poor pineapple cultivators. He also said meritorious students who scored good marks in the recently held Class 10 and 12 examinations will also be felicitated.
Honorable MLA na Andhro Kendra da high school mari manga upgrade tawkhraba matungda Ajat higher secondary upgrade tawiduna Kendra sida education gi hiram da khwaidagi Sakut nanabagi damakta hona biriba asida handaki level kagadaba satra sing science amadi arts ta satra samaga yankai laujagani fast chance oijagani makoina changadaba MSL gi free phawda development organization Andhro Kendra na makoi gi paisa loina puthokpigani satra sing asibu free ohengani leita lairaba mama pa singi mafamda pauje loina thamjari. Two
Assam Rifles of 9th Sector Assam Rifles under the aegis of Headquarter IZR South organized a joint security meet at Yaripok today. The event was attended by village headmen, women's society secretaries, youth club presidents and ex-servicemen of 38 villages. During the meet, issues pertaining to youth empowerment and welfare of ex-servicemen were also discussed. Fishery Department and all Loktak Lake Area Fishermen's Union Manipur Alafum released 50,000 fish fingerlings in 10 different locations in the Loktak in connection with the World Environment Day 2016. Officers of District Fishery Office, Vishnupur and President and members of Alafum attended the event. District Fishery Officer Maibam Panchom said the department has released 20 lakh fish fingerlings in the Loktak Lake under several liberation programs. He said the general practice is to catch fish from the lake and the department is releasing the small fishes to increase the fish population.
Akoina Loktak Pata Gamsa Thadokpagi program si akoigi AMD Tasena Loktak Patchida nga Padokpagi Saruk Kaktani Kois capture fisheries ni Kois Taurisi. Masi capture fisheries Kaktani na akoi natural stock of fish akoi replenish tauba. Most chinjan darkar hoiba masigi damakta koi chai kuding ekona program si phangthok chabani phadok kiba charugado koina to some extent koi replenish tauna ba most chinjan na ba.
Manipur State Pensioners Union has expressed their gratitude to 145 individuals who have donated to the construction of the union building, which will have a rest house for thousands of pensioners from all districts. In a press release, the union said this is the first time that the pensioners will own their own building. The union also thanked Ministers I. Hemochandra, A. Mirabai, M. Okendro, Dr. K. Stratton and Chief Engineer and staff of PWD. There will be no power supply at Uripok Feather on June 16 and 17 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. due to charging of underground cable from Iboton Sanaha Secondary School to Naramthong. Now in sports, in the Champions Trophy hockey match in London, India were handed their first defeat of the tournament as Belgium beat them 2-1 last night at the Lee Valley Hockey Centre. Alexander Hendricks of Belgium converted a penalty corner in the 25th minute of the game to give them the lead. However, India equalized it through Devender Valmiki's goal 5 minutes later, but Jerome Truan's field goal in the 44th minute won the day for the Belgians. This loss leaves India on 4 points from 3 outings. They next play South Korea today at 8:30 p.m. Manipur Police Sports Club emerged as the champion of the first Tayanjam Nupamacha Memorial State Level Men's Open Invitation Handball Tournament, beating BBA Mayang Imphal in the final held at LYC ground. Under the aegis of All Manipur Handball Association, Manipur Police Sports Club beat BBA Mayang Imphal 34-24. Before we end, the headlines once again. Chief Minister Okram Ivobi asserts that self-interest leads to disharmony among the ethnic people living in the state. New councillors of Imphal Municipality Corporation sworn in. DC Imphal West assures ward members that they will be sworn in shortly. Amuko observes 15th protest day against Bangkok Declaration, which extended ceasefire between Government of India and NSCNI without territorial limits. And Irom Chano Sharmila appeals for mass support for her fight against Armed Forces Special Powers Act.